Alright, hello everyone. This is something new I'm doing. I'm making a little video regarding this match I've done, which is the Quack Cup 6 seconds match. And the main gimmick of this Quack Cup is that it's tag. There's two COs. In this you have the Quack Cup 5 hat. This time with Quack Cup 6, it's with Fog. Ooh, spicy. Interesting. So you get a matchup like these, where you have Javier and Sami against Max and Sami. Now Javier is mostly dependent upon comm towers. He really wants to get the comm towers, or else he doesn't do much. But of course, yeah, he does of course have the indirect defense, but his primary kit is the comm towers. He also has the powers that mainly depend upon the comm towers, which double and triple the effect he gets from them. Unlike all other COs, who gets plus 10 firepower from comm towers, he also gets an additional plus 10 defense, which can make him an interesting, depending on the map he's played on. With just one or two comm towers, like this map only has two of them, this one, and they're relatively safe, so it's basically a CO with plus 10-10. Maps with more comm towers, with two or with comm towers you can easily take, like if these comm towers were placed here or here, where you can easily like take them from the enemy. He has plus 20, and that's more scarier, because that's almost as strong as Kanbai, as maybe even stronger, as he doesn't really need to pay extra for those stats. So that's interesting. Then of course we have Sami, which is the infantry specialist, mostly foot soldiers have extra attack, plus 30, but the main thing she has going for herself is the capture rate. She can capture units at half amount extra, so if a 10 HP unit captured a city, it's 15 capture points. This does, round it down, this does come at the cost of that other direct units lose 10 attack, and then also a nice extra bonus that transports gain an extra movement. This is my opponent, Starhall, and I'm just me, of course. This is me, and I'm also running Sami, and I'm also running Max, which is just a complete opposite of kind of Sami in some way, where the direct where the direct units, tanks, bombers, battlecopters get plus 20 attack. But never mind. He's not the mirror opposite of Sami. He just doesn't get those stats. Whatever. Indirect units lose 10 attack and have -1 range. So you're very bold of building one as Max, which is also a huge meme in the community. But this is the map. It's very large, a fog map. And I just wanted to show off this match, which I played, because I'm very proud of it. A specific amount of plays I wanted to show, which I'd not to hate on any other content creators, but I could absolutely send this match in for review, but I do not feel like they would be able to completely explain the nefarious actions I have been able to pull off during this match. So let's get into it. Enough fucking diddle-daddling around the bushes. Let's get into it. So the opening is pretty standard. You have infantry building. You of course get the TA infantry, so I get to capture the base quicker. It moves back. Both of us go into Sami because, early game you just want to get the good captures and just capture. Now. Yeah, okay, just continue to capture. I find it I find it interesting. Of course, you don't know this before, but he went with the mech. I'm very surprised on that because, of course, early on, income is your best friend. Get the money, get the tanks, get the bitches. Something along those lines. I just kept going. I could have went an infantry right here to also like go after this city or the airport, but I was slightly freaking out because I usually with fog matches you have a B-boat sitting on the HQ which protects your HQ against Sami capturing it, or like cheesing it, because yeah, it's a pain in the ass to interrupt Sami's captures. But in this, so this wasn't there, and I don't think I extensively moved Leonard out, but there was a bit of freaking out of like, hey, should I expect a infantry suddenly to come over here with an APC? So it was slight. I rushed into recon. You don't need to do this, and definitely not from this side. This will just encourage tanks from here, which is not a great idea. You rather want to encourage tanks to come from here because the two base side is much stronger in that regards than your opponent's one base size. Excuse me. You can understand that this is the first time I'm doing this, so please. I'm hoping, of course, give me all the advice. It can help, but it's. I'm not gonna apologize for it sounding weird. Like, it's the first time. It cut me some slack. But yeah. Capture infantry, just keep on going. Nothing extensively important happens for the rest of the match. I moved the recon that way. More things get captured. Infantry moved here, there. He went for an early comm tower, which, yes, as Javier, his entire toolkit is the comm tower, but at this early stage of the game, the comm tower will not matter in comparison to income. He can capture this in 2 turns, but most likely he will not find one of my units by then. So you can just lay it off. I keep it till later. Like, I believe I also just waited a bit for it. You don't have to rush into it. He also recon. Yeah, no, I didn't. I left it. I waited with it. I didn't went here to capture that. Like, there's no rushing it. No need to hurry. You're just going out. This is interesting. At some point, he went already on day 5, which is interesting. I would expect either more recons, like I have 2 recons, or a tank. But well, in this case with Sami, it's difficult to interrupt the captures. But that is what you want to do. You want to go out there. You're going to capture. You want to interrupt your opponent capturing things. But Artie and Mech, I believe in the first like turns, he really just went in on that pipe scene here and just shot it down. Like I'm just going on with the turn because it's not hugely important. I built a tank. Who's moving the recon here? I can start seeing stuff going on here. Like I can start seeing things if you. But yeah, these forests are nasty. This is of course a very nasty recon spot because if my opponent says anything down there, I can spot it. I can see it. I can see what you're doing. But yeah, he went comm tower. But yeah, he went to this. Like, I don't like it because you want to go out more. You want to and interrupt and prevent your opponent from capturing and developing his state of the board. And this pipe scene, it doesn't feel like it really does much. It only really does much if you're actively planning to go here and make this your strong side. But you know, I'm just going. I didn't figure it was worth it. So yeah. and this continues on. Capture, 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 capture. Very passive. Oh shit. A very passive recon here. It went from here to there. It's extremely passive. Let me leave this there so I can still access these buttons. Tank, of course. He swapped COs. I don't know why, but sure. Not, I don't, but yeah, I don't, yeah, I'm not gonna interrupt anything for now. Like, you know, just continue on, continue capturing. But maybe I could maybe have interrupted this one, and if you had Sami, I wouldn't have been able to interrupt it fully. I can do this again. Oh, magic. Now it's his turn again. Capture, 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 capture. Jiggle. Jiggle. Well, the two of us are just going through the motions. We're just capturing what we need to capture. Going on about our days. I try to be sneaky, like I try to see like if he has this captured already, and yes he did, so I got trapped, which is unfortunate. Tank, this tank moves there. I try to, at some point, I will explain it when more prevalent. Yeah, of course, this dies, which is a shame. Things move here and there. I moved this out of the way because I saw things coming over here. It's like, oh, I don't want to reveal it just yet because I was fearing there was a tank here. More wiggles. Not sure, still not sure why, but anti-air, preemptive anti-air, but on day 9, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, no, it's pretty fair. Day 9 anti-air, and I didn't. I just kept going. I went to interrupt this one. I could have captured this, but I felt like it hasn't developed yet. So if I move this there, and then this there, I can threaten to take both. Tanks move, all nicely covering each other. This one covering that, this one covering that, this one covering that, and all nicely in range of each other. Yeah, there goes the first anti-air. Day 9, that's pretty understandable. I didn't rush it, which does mean I have a tank advantage. Like I have 2 tanks, he has 2 tanks, I have 4 tanks, so I do have a tank advantage. Not sure if it pays off, but just keeps on going, keep on going. He spots this, recon, he spots that, he strikes it, which is extremely bold. Because he, as you can see, he cannot see a lot of things what's happening around here. He doesn't know what's in these, he doesn't know what's here, he doesn't know what's here. So it's really bold, and also just reveals the Battlecopter in order to kill one of my infantry. Yeah, kill. Okay, sure. Okay, yeah. Pipe scene is broken. Oh, Jose, you can get here quicker, but I didn't went for it. I don't feel like. At this point, I was like, of course, yeah. I'm of course Max and Sami. They don't like Arties. Well, Sami doesn't. Well, Max doesn't like Arties, so I didn't feel like going Artie. That as well. But I was also like, hey, I got a nice tank chain here, so I don't need it. So yeah, I spot this one. I start capturing here. I move this here so I can see everything here. Go in for the attack. Go into attack mode. I see a free mech shot, which is very nice. And I go in for the... Not sure how much of a lucky roll that is. No, it wasn't. It was nice damage, but that's it was not. Maybe chip damage, but yeah. This one moves here to repair. This one goes there to kill. So this one goes there to damage. This one more damage. This one goes in for the kill. Is dead. I am now 4 tanks against, well, 3 tanks. But, I still have to produce stuff. I put it here so I can cover a lot of units. I cannot cover these 2, which is sad, but tank, and I'm 7 tanks against 3, which is kinda scary. Absolutely. So he moves this, he moves there, of course he captured that one first. This one dies, this one, no, he kind of attacks here, so he dies. More attacking, more fighting, more blood. Blood being spilled, keeps on going. Attacks the tank with an anti-air, okay. Sure. I'll gladly take it. I probably can just kill that, and this battlecopter can just dominate this area for a little while till this one arrives. We can continue on capturing stuff. It moves back. I believe, I'm not sure which turn. I believe it was this turn, but throughout the entire match, I start noticing something. Is that, and what I start to notice is that every time he retreats and moves back, moves somewhere else, it's always towards the middle. I'll leave you hanging on that one for now, but I'll show you when the time is right what that means. Like, move that there, things move, just keep on moving, tanks are just chugging along. I actually did not kill that. Oh, I didn't want to lose it to that, but I didn't want to lose it. I didn't want to lose the tank advantage. So yeah, goes in for a kill. Let's move around. Of course, this is of course mine. There's no way you're gonna interrupt that, or at least just to really send in. But still, every time I notice that there's like, oh, army stuff happening here. There's army stuff there. Like tanks always go up there. Some more army stuff, more kills, more blood. And now I'm getting spicy. Now I'm getting feisty. I have a plan. I start to attack in. So this one moves here, and it spots that, which does scare me a bit because he knows, oh, I have an infantry there. That's potentially a reason for concern. Surprisingly, that's potentially a reason to be concerned. Like, there's an infantry. There's suddenly an enemy infantry here. I go for max force anyway, and I start moving things, moving. But there's a this feels like a very underwhelming power, but there's a reason behind the madness. Everything, there's a reason behind it. There's a very much highly a reason behind it. I swap to Sami, and let me tell you, that was an absolute shit Sami. The max power. I got 1 infantry kill with that. But it wasn't, the plan wasn't for that. It wasn't to do that. It was manipulation at the greatest, probably the greatest level. I wanted him to think. I wanted him to think like, oh, he is going crazy. Especially here, like, oh, here, there are tanks there, there's things going on in the center. So he will move all of his units that are in the center towards the center. And meanwhile, he does absolutely kill a lot of Mustangs. Now this is very unfortunate. Battlecopter goes here, destroys. Sadly, this is not in range. A lot of things are absolutely getting killed, getting attacked. Nuts, and he keeps on going. He keeps going. Blood, shedding blood, attacking into here. Firing, just keeps on going. He does move this one there, which is close to it. But it's too late. Now it's getting really scary. Because I calculated this the last turn, which was why I did that horrible max turn. Now comes the magnum opus. This is the turn which I wanted to show everyone. Never underestimate absolute bullshittery like that. Don't never underestimate. Because let's see what happens next. We're at 4th. This captures. This attacks here. 4, 5. Let's pick up the calculator. This is victory margins 7 to minus 44150. This is how much charge I'm going to need. Let's see if I manage to pull that off. This attacks there. I get 500 charge. And I believe this is about 450? No, yeah, no. Battlecopter's 9, they're starting to get 900. This charges into that. And I had to exactly analyze of like, hey, if I strike this first, or if I strike this first, over this will kill this regardless, no matter what. But if I damage this first and this gets damaged, it gets damaged to 7. I get just I can potentially get a bit less damage than I meant once. This is more damage. So I first go with infantry, then with the battlecopter, then with the battlecopter here, just get a kill. This one strikes the anti-air, another 700 charge, and this one sack. I had to be careful here, because if I threw this one in here too fast, I would lose the vision, so that was very careful. Yeah, I got to move infantry in here, strike. I had to analyze these tanks, like if they strike here, I will do less damage, but will it matter? Or strike here and I do a bit more damage, but the counterattack will not matter. I wanted this one to also be as most alive as it can be, because this... Okay, no, wait, hold on. This one was meant to attack here, and if it's higher HP, I get more damage back, which means more charge. Have you been noticing the charge bar, by the way? Well, let's keep going. Absolute sacking the tank. Let's run. Sacking the recon, throwing away this poor little 1 HP infantry. This anti-air, killing the battlecopter. Now this one trade happens, and I'm getting awfully close. Now this one, death. This one attacks here, so I get a bit more damage. This one, more charge, and I get enough. If you look at this, I had to calculate it extremely precisely, because there are no more units to move anymore. I have 2 units here. This one goes here, and this one captures, and I win. Holy... That is extremely... And now I want to show you exactly how tight that was on charge. Okay, this captures this one. Maybe it will do 1 damage, but I will get. It's 500. So wait, hold up. Wrong. Why is it selecting that? Hold on. That's really weird. It's not properly selecting it. Why is it not properly selecting it? Is it because? Is that because it's a volume move? Alright, there we go. With this rotile, so it can do 1 damage, so it might get 900, so, but let's assume not. So yeah, this one maybe that, so I get 7, it's about 600 charge. It ends up being a very good roll. This is 2 damage. I deal 2 damage. I get the 16 roll. So it's also 900 charge. So because wait, is that? Yeah, no, that's 200 charge. Then this one sacks into that, which deals about 2 damage, and I get 700, 500 in return. And just 1 damage, so I get 450. This one here, this kills, this is just 100, yes. This one here. This one, it's just, it's not a lot of damage, it's just 1 damage. Let's see how much, but it's, just 1 damage, so I get 400, and I did get 700 back, so that's minus 700. This one sacks itself, doesn't get, no, it gets 1 damage off, but it's the 2. I can always just check. It's that. Oh, it's not properly grabbing it together. It's dead. Yeah, so it's 140. 140 and 375. That dies. It's really weird. Like, it's not picking up. Maybe that's something with like the maximize thingy or something with weird. I don't know. I don't care. It's not my job to give a shit. Okay, it does 1 damage, so I get 700 charge, and it deals 4 damage in return. So I get no wait. That was wrong. I need to have it because that, of course, damage you deal to the opponent is halved for charge you get, and then you have 6 damage in return, so I get 600. This one, the 3 HP tank goes in, it gets 1 damage, so it goes minus 350, and I lose it, of course, so it's minus 2100, and it dies. This one goes in, attack. It is 500, and how much damage do I do? 4, 5. I do 5 damage, so So that's 250. Minus 2, I get minus 200. This one kills it, so I get another. Oh, I did 250. I did. No, wait, that's correct. I confused that during working out as well. Like, why did I get 5 here? But yeah, it starts up at 9. Minus 200 because this tank kills. This one. It's weird. It's weird why the extension is doing that. Oh wait, whatever. It deals 1 damage, so I get 450. I should probably check if I actually do this. And I get 350. I don't think I do any damage, but yeah, I get minus 1600. I just get, I get a free 500 there, and another from the sacking the 1 HP unit, of course. I get. Wait, why did I? Oh, I swear it's mostly it's usually I'm more I'm not this scatterbrained, but okay, this kills, which is another 4,500 charge, which I'm now at 6,000. Okay, it's a bit less, but it's about accurate. I get another shot at. I do another shot here. Which is another high, no, I'm not sure it's high roll, but it's 4 damage. So I get. And I get 3 damage back, so I get. I'm at 500. Then this one sacks itself very nobly. Minus. I'm at. So you can see that I'm at 50 charge. Okay, I'm at 250 charge left. I might have done something wrong here then, but whatever. Or maybe some rolls were different. I don't know. Or I miscalculated something. I don't know. Anyway, this one there. This one there. I got a free. $250. Yeah, no, I think this is inaccurate now. Anyway, now I'm at. Oh wait, yeah, no, I charge here. Like I lose more. I attack here, so this gets a bit damaged, and I get more damage in return. So that's about. I'm not sure. I need about 250, and this is half, so easy. And then I have 1 tank left to just strike, but this is luckily already enough. Like, that would be scary if I didn't. And that's a victory march, and as you just saw, that's a cap. Now, yes, this is an absolutely brutal Sami game, but it also just feels really nasty because the turn prior, I moved so much, way too much. I did way too much. I attacked way too much. It made my opponents felt overconfident, and they actually just fell for it. They literally, like, in the match messages, they were like, They were worried they were gonna lose, especially, and because of the turn prior, they thought, oh, I make a good chance because my opponent absolutely botched their next turn, and ooh, the only thing I can think of, like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, sir. Oh. But yeah. Just, if you want to know, if you want someone to take away from this replay, never trust Asami. It's absolutely disgusting what they can do. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed. I might want to do more of it, but so please do give any and all advice you can give. But yeah, that's it. Have a nice day, or have a nice evening, have a nice night, have a nice existence. I don't really care, but I don't care what time of day it is. Just have it be nice. And see you next time.